Hello, I am back. You probably know who I am at this point. We're just going to get into the collection video. I have my favorite series right here. Well, before I start, let me just say thank you for 500 subscribers, and I could not be more appreciative. Let's get to 600. Yep, that's all I have to say. Also, I changed up the way this room is, so the collection video is going to be a bit different, like always. Starting off, we have my favorite series of all time, Haikyuu, volumes 1 through 35, coming all to this side of 45. I made it horizontal instead of vertical. I used to have it where I'd go down and I go to the bottom shelf, but nope, it's right here. So, it's 1 through 45. It's my favorite series of all time. There's countless times when I've talked about why. But right here, and then also this entire shelf is made for the Haikyuu 3-in-1s. So whenever those come out, I will buy them. And then I don't think I need this entire shelf, but I did it just in case. So after that, we have Your Lie in April, volumes 1 through 11. Again, I am keeping this open for the Your Lie in April omnibuses. I don't know if it's 2 or 1 and 3-in-1. I think it's 3-in-1s, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm very excited to read this again in the 2-in-1s. Is again one of my favorite series of all time. I think probably around number 4, I would say. After that, we have Hiding Closer. Not a favorite of mine per se, but it is a very good manga by one of my favorite authors of all time. It is really, really good in my opinion. It's just very special, especially the ending. The ending is very special. After that, I have A School Frozen in Time, volumes 1 through 4. I've made a review on this. It's great. It's a good manga. Actually, it's a good to great manga, 7 out of 10. Honestly, the ending was just really disappointing for me. I didn't really like the ending, but it's very good. Next, we have all of Demon Slayer plus the side stories. I like Demon Slayer. People think I hate Demon Slayer. I don't, even though I complain about it a lot on the channel. But not a lot of people complain about it. You know, I hear a lot of people praising it. So I feel like I gotta be the bad guy and complain about it. I like Demon Slayer. It's good. I gave it a 6 out of 10. And I just heard that the what's it called? The movies. There's gonna be 3 movies to end the series, which I think is perfect in my opinion. Next, we have Tatsuki Fujimoto, the side stories. These are both pretty okay. I think Tatsuki Fujimoto just works better with longer stories, so to flesh out the characters. So these don't really do much for me, but it's just a fun read. I have Ayashimon and Raja Wave. These are both pretty decent. Next, I have all of Kaguya-sama Love is War, volumes 1 through 28, the entire thing. I stopped around 25 when it came out. When I got 26, I didn't read it because I wanted to save up these 3 volumes. And I'm waiting actually until 2 months to read it on my birthday month. That's a common theme with a lot of these manga, is I'm really just waiting for August. Next, I have Attack on Titan, volumes 1 through 34. I stopped around volume 18. Thought it was kind of boring, but I heard that it literally picks up. Like, it gets so much better the next volume, so eventually I'll revisit it, but, we'll see. After that, I got Food Wars, volumes 1 through 6, and then we gotta go all the way across the room to 7 through 36. This one was okay. I really like Food Wars. I don't know why I'm saying it's okay. I've read to volume 33, I believe. I have 3 more left. Again, I'm waiting for August to finish this one. But I loved Food Wars. It's not a great manga by any means. I gave it a 6 out of 10, but it is one of those manga that I think is very underappreciated. I really, really like it. It's just such a hype and enjoyable manga to read through. It's not like super like impactful or anything, but it's just the fact that this manga is able to get me to like scream and jump up and down for people making food is astounding. Next, I have Black Torch, volumes 1 through 5. I don't really know. I've read the first volume. I thought it was okay. Honestly, I could definitely see this series getting a lot better, which kind of sucks because it got canceled. But, whatever. We take what we can get. After that, I got Bakuman, volumes 1 through 20. This series is really good, actually. I really like the first volume. I think I've talked about it before in one of my reading logs, but the first volume, it does a really good job at just showing these characters how charismatic they are. They're just like super just, they have like so much charisma. The two main characters, they have like a really great dynamic. I really enjoy them. And then the rest of the characters are really cool, at least of what we've seen of them. After that, I have Slam Dunk, volumes 1 through 14 over here. And then over here, I have 15 through 31. This one was also very good. I don't really have a lot to say about Slam Dunk. The Slam Dunk's in my top 10 series of all time, though, so I feel like I should. Honestly, it was really just like Haikyuu, but I wasn't as emotionally attached to Sakuragi as I was Hinata. That's really just the reason it's not number one for me. That is like one, and then like I thought the ending was not great. I didn't really like that they just lost to a no-name team. I kind of felt like their story could have been expanded more. You know, where like Sakuragi has to be on the bench, and you know, like different stuff like that. I just thought could be expanded a bit more, but I understand why it ended there. But it was fantastic, masterpiece, perfection. Next, I have A Silent Voice, volumes 1 through 7. This one is very good. I really liked it. Honestly, it got a lot worse. Maybe not a lot worse, but it got worse around the ending of it. I don't know. It didn't make me feel as much around the end as it did the beginning. But it's still like very good. Next, I got Dr. Stone, volumes 1 through 26. I have the entirety of it. I read to volume 7. I actually do plan on revisiting this really soon. I'm not like waiting till August like the other ones, but I actually do plan on revisiting this really soon. Maybe next month, actually. After that, I have Claymore, volumes 1 through 22. And then down here, I have the other 27. I read the first 6 or 7 volumes, I believe. Honestly, it's getting a lot better. I'll bring it up here. It's getting a lot better. The first 3 volumes I thought were really boring. Like, it's just like this woman like killing demons and stuff or whatever, or like these ghouls, and I don't know, just felt very villain of the week. But until we got her backstory, and then like there starts to become like a conspiracy within like the company that they're hired through, I was like, that is very interesting. And I heard it's a lot more of that, so that interests me a lot more. Next, I have Spider-Man Fake Red. I haven't read this, but I bought it, and I hope it's good. Golden Sheep, I've read this. It's okay, it's decent. It's a very mature series, but, I mean, I wouldn't call it fantastic or anything. Kind of just your run-of-the-mill, like, I don't know. Just, like, depressing run-of-the-mill story. And then we have a good depressing story, The Horizon. This one, again, is in top 10 manga of all time. Probably number 3. No. Yeah, number 4, probably. Number 4. Yeah, I'd have to give it to number 4. It's just fantastic on all levels. It is a masterpiece to me. Incredible character writing, incredible art. It's just so fantastic and so heart-wrenching at the same time. Next, I have The Breaker. I haven't read this yet, but heard it's good. It's also a manhwa, so, you know, I just put it here next to The Horizon because they're both manhwa. Next, I have Goodbye Eri. I've read this. I actually really enjoyed this. I actually like it more than Chainsaw Man and Fire Punch. I like this one more, which you'll see later on in the video. It was fantastic. Probably my top 15 favorite manga of all time. This one shot, I know, right? But it was amazing. Like, I can't even tell you how good it was. Next, I have Monster, volumes 1 through 9. This was also really good. I read the entire thing. And this was fantastic. Again, I keep saying these manga are fantastic, but I put a lot of my favorites up top. So later in the video, a lot of the worst manga are going to be at the bottom. But this one was incredible. This shit fucked. Like, this was so good. The characters were amazing. It was high tense, high drama. The twists were incredible. The character writing was astronomical. I'm running out of synonyms, but I mean, you get it. Like, this shit was good. Next, I have Beastars, another manga that was fantastic. I also have Beast Complex right here. Honestly, I think it's on the same level of Monster as, like, goodness, but that's apparently a hot take or whatever. I honestly just think this manga is incredible. I mean, maybe not as good of a mystery, but its social commentary is really good, but also can be incredibly subtle, which I enjoy very, very much. And it's also just like an extremely fun read. Crazy This is by the daughter of Baki, that's wild. Next, we have Beast Complex. It's just like short stories of Beastars. Again, nothing crazy here. It was good, but, I'll read the 4th volume if it comes out, but, there's nothing incredible. Short stories. Next, I have Fire Punch, volumes 1 through 8. I read this entire thing, and I loved it. It was very, very good. Honestly, in my opinion, it's on the same level as Chainsaw Man. I know people have Chainsaw Man over it, but I enjoy both of those very much. And I have Fire Punch maybe even above it, but that's just because I have an ending of it. The later volumes, after volume 2 or 3, really put it into high gear, I would say. It gets a lot better. Next, I have Planetes by the same author of Villain Saga. I read both of these, and it is incredible. This manga is also fantastic. I don't want to talk about every single manga that I've read because we're coming up on a lot of them, but this one is very good at doing the meaning of life, question. A lot of manga or a lot of themes are what is the meaning of life? This one, if you want the answer, this one is done very, very well. Next, I have Happiness, volumes 1 through 10. This one is also fantastic. It's a very good psychological read about vampires. I would suggest it, even if you're not a fan of vampires. I'm not a fan of vampires, and it is very, very good. To that, Death Note. I actually read this entire thing this month, so you'll see it in my reading log. I read the last 3 volumes this month. Honestly, unpopular opinion, I didn't mind Nier. And Mellow. I actually liked both of them. I thought it was enjoyable. I liked how we actually got to see some of Light Yagami's weaknesses when it comes to intelligence. I know people dislike that, but I like how when he's actually in charge of the crime or the police department, and he actually has a lot of power. Oh shoot! Actually has a lot of power. He doesn't really know what to do with it, and he kind of gets a little bit dumber because of it. And I actually really, really like that. I really like the ending. The ending is fantastic. I really like Death Note. Death Note's just a really solid manga overall. Also, my phone is about to die, so I need to go through this quick. All right, next we have All You Need Is Kill. All You Need Is Kill is a great one-shot. I'd probably like it over Uzumaki, but these both are 2 great one-shots I'd recommend. They're 7 out of 10s, really great. And then we have some other one-shots. We have Drip Drip, Look Back, and The Kingdom of the Gods. These are all 3 are great. Look Back by Tatsuki Fujimoto, Chainsaw Man. Drip Drip by Beastar's author. And then Kingdom of the Gods, I just saw at half-price books one day and decided to buy it. They're all pretty good. I'd recommend if you just want a quick one-shot to read. This one's actually 2 stories, so these are 2 stories in one. Next, we have Crazy Food Truck Driver. I read this as one of your guys' recommendations, like 2 videos ago. It was okay. It was okay. It was decent. Really just was an exciting read, but I had fun with it. I'm not gonna say it's bad. Here's a bad manga, Blackguard. This manga sucked. I did not like this at all. It was boring. The art was bad. Story was bad. Characters just did not appeal to me at all. It just didn't go in a direction I liked it to, and it was just boring as hell. After that, we have Alice in Borderland, another top 10 manga for me. This one was incredible, fantastic. I don't really have any more synonyms for it, but it was incredible. I still have the last volume to read, though. I haven't read this final volume because I'm waiting for August. Again, I'm still waiting. Next, we have Perfect World, volumes 1 through 12. I have the entire thing. I'm actually going to wait till the end of the year to read this entire thing. I've read the first volume, and I legitimately cried. That hit me on such an emotional level. Just people in wheelchairs, people with a disability, just hit me, bro. It just knowing that there's nothing you can really do. You're kind of just locked into this life that you kind of have to live. It just hurts me to my core. Just wheelchair stories or any story when someone gets a disable or a disability or something, it just hits me. Next, we have Hell's Paradise. I've read the first 5 volumes. The first 5 volumes are fantastic. I really liked it. The art and the action is so good. The writing's great. It is just really, really good. Like, it kind of feels like your classic shonen, but just, like, so well written. I don't feel like it does, like, anything crazily new, but there's a lot of characters that are super interesting and a lot of stuff that is just, like, it just tickles my fancy, you know? Next, we have Girls Last Tour. I've read the first 2 volumes, and it's fine. I'm not going to talk about it much. Pluto, I've read also the first 2 volumes, and I didn't really like this. I mean, I liked it. It was like 6 out of 10, but I do hear it gets a lot better, so I'm excited to finish reading that. Here, I have Tokyo Ghoul and then Tokyo Ghoul Re. Both of these are... I haven't read Tokyo... I'm not saying both of these. I read to volume 5 of Tokyo Ghoul, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. People are saying it's a masterpiece. I don't see that yet, but I enjoy it, and I do hear it gets a lot better in the future. So, over here, I don't know if you can see that because of the lighting. I gotta get like window blinds, but I got Nude Model, which is the same author as Blue Period, which we'll see later. Dissolving Classroom, same author as Uzumaki, and then like a Batman Justice League story. I've read Dissolving Classrooms. I haven't read these 2. Dissolving Classrooms is good, but I don't know. Doubt, volumes 1 and 2. I picked this up recently at a half-price books, and I haven't read it yet. Grass, Bow. I've read Grass, and Grass is fantastic. Grass is one of my favorite manga. Maybe not my top 10, but one of my favorites. I think it's a manhwa, technically, but it is fantastic. It's like this, I don't know if autobiographical, but biographical tale of, like, the war between, like, Korea and Japan, of, like, this young girl in the middle of that war, and it is one of the saddest things I've ever read. If you want to experience Goodnight Poon Poon, but in 1 volume, I suggest this. It is so sad. PTSD Radio, volumes 1 through 3. I've read the first volume. It is incredible. It is so scary. And I'll finish reading this. I actually count this as a finished manga because if some of the shit that was happening in my book, like the shit I was writing, starts happening to me in real life, I would not write that shit. So I'm just going to assume he's done with the manga. After that, I have Real, volumes 1 through 15. I bought this from the great manga tuber, East Coast Manga. I actually bought it from him, and I do not regret the decision at all, even though it was kind of overpriced. Not like, I mean, this was when it was out of print. Like, I'm not saying he overpriced it. Like, he actually underpriced it, because I could only find this shit for like $1,000. But this was absolutely worth the money. This is fantastic. Number 8 on my top 10. Holy shit, I cry like every single time. There's like a moment every other volume that I cry. It's just such a fantastical tale about wheelchair basketball. Over here, let's move. Got Goodnight Poon Poon. Again, I've read this entire thing, and it's good. It is really, really good. I don't like it as much as other people, but like I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it was bad or anything. Like it was, especially the ending is like literally perfection. It is so good. But there's a lot of stuff I have problems with it, but it is like very, very good. Next we have The Flowers of Evil. I've read all of this, and it is fucked up. Don't read it. If you like Mysterious Girlfriend X, you can read it. If you don't, don't read it, bro. Just don't read it. It's like actually the most disgusting thing ever. Full Metal Alchemist volumes 1 through 18 of these like perfect editions or whatever. These things are beautiful. What can I say about Full Metal Alchemist? It's really good. I wouldn't say it does anything like, I read to the 10th volume. I wouldn't say it does anything like amazingly well, except for maybe world building. World building is fantastic. Like I wouldn't say he does anything like perfect or amazing or spectacular, but it is just overall just an incredible story, incredible cast of characters. And it's just very surprisingly linear. Like stuff I thought would just like be filler and stuff actually came into play later into the story, which I really, really liked. Next we have Gantz, volumes 1 through the entire thing. 12, I'm not going to talk about this too much. I'll probably talk about it a lot of times, but it is incredible. It has a lot of problems, but it is definitely, the problems are definitely overshadowed with the fantastic writing and art. After that, we have Blue Giant, the entirety of it, except for like the other 9 parts of it or whatever. This manga is incredible, underrated gem. When the movie came out, I didn't hear a single peep which sucks. But yeah, this manga is incredible. This ending had me crying, bro. This ending was so sad. And I really hope they print out the next part, because holy shit was it. I want to read more. Next I want to Your Pancreas. I've read this. Just kind of put it here because it matches the size. It's good. It's actually really good. I wouldn't say it's great or anything, but it is really, really good. It teaches you about life and shit, the classics. We got Mashal, volumes 1 through 14. Mashal is really good. I don't really know. It's good. It's really funny. It's actually really, really funny, and there's a lot of dramatic moments that get me hyped, but I've only read the first 3 volumes, so what can I say? Kaiju, I've read the first 8 volumes. Yeah, the first 8 volumes. Honestly, I don't really like it in the beginning. It was okay in the beginning, but later on, it definitely sold me. Kafka became a better character. A lot of the characters became more fleshed out and developed, and honestly, the story just got more tight, so that was a weird sentence, but it just got better in my opinion, and I hear it's ending soon, so I'm excited for the ending. I got Your Name. Haven't read this. I heard the movie's incredible, though. Spy Family. Volumes 1 through 10. I read the first 7 volumes. And it's fine. It's okay. I don't really understand the hype, but it's okay, and I do want to go see that movie. I think it came out a little bit ago. Down here, now, hold on. Let me get my chair, because we're going to be a bit sitting down a little bit, but... Down here, we have Candy and Cigarettes, volumes 1 through 8. This is okay. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm on volume 7 right now. Not a huge priority, but I do enjoy it. I have The Boxer, volumes 1 through 6. This is fantastic. I just reread this volume, and I cried my eyes out. So, this is my second favorite manga/manu of all time, by the way. Next, I have Killing Stalking, volumes 1 through 6 as well. I've only read the first volume, and it is actually disgusting. I need to take like a mental break when I decide to read this. Innocent, I have not read this, but I bought it. Summertime Rendering, I have not read. Tokyo Avengers, volumes 1 through 10? Yes, 10, because it's 20. Yes, we just said, I don't care about these 1-2, 3. We just said 1, 2, 3, like, what the hell? This is very good, though. Tokyo Avengers is very, very good. Especially, like, the character writing is surprisingly... Like, I enjoy the character writing a lot. Especially its, like, sadder moments I really enjoy it. I don't think it's for everyone. It definitely isn't. Especially people who watch the anime. You poor souls. Like, I don't know how you guys watch that anime. But it was Takemichi crying all the time. But I love the manga. It definitely has a lot of plot holes. There's a lot of stuff that's weird and... just downright creepy in it, and just like so many things that is wrong with it, but it is just like a very enjoyable read. Like it's a very comforting series. Next, I have Homunculus, volumes 1 through 4. 5th one's coming out soon. I've read the first 3, and this is actually the most disgusting thing I've ever read. I need to make like a shelf. I need to make a video, but like the most disgusting things ever, manga-wise. Here we have another one. Next, we have Blood on the Tracks, volumes 1 through 16, made by the same author as Happiness and Flowers of Evil, before when I talked about them. Both great, both really, really good. I don't really know what to say. These are both great. This is like a fantastic manga, in my opinion. It does so many things well. It's also probably the creepiest manga I've ever read. Like, it is disgustingly... Like, I have to, like, take a shower after I read this shit. It's awful. Blue Box, volumes 1 through 10. I don't really know what to say much about Blue Box. Anime is coming out soon. I'm very excited. I really like Blue Box. It's probably one of my favorite romances I'm reading right now. Besides maybe Kaguya-sama. It's just a super wholesome, like, sports/romance series. With like a love triangle in it, and it's really, really good. Like the art is incredible too. Like it is like just an enjoyable comfort read. Next, I have Vinland Saga. I've only read the first 2 volumes. I don't want to say much about this because I don't really love it very much. I like it. It's really good, but like I don't know. I hear people saying this is a life-changing masterpiece, and I want it to be that. I'm just waiting. I think it'll get better though. I know it'll get better. We also have Tokyo These Days, which I have not read. Over here, we have Fire Force, which I have not read, but these spines are really cool. I got it for very cheap. And we have Vagabond, which I've read the first 3 volumes, and it's incredible, but I am waiting, because this is like a lot of people's favorite works by Takahiko Inoue. And I'm just waiting for it to get to the level of Slam Dunk and Real. Same author. People are saying it's better. I'm just waiting for it to get to that level. It's great, but I'm just waiting for it to get to that level. Oh, yeah, we have 8, 9, and 12 over here as well. We have Soul Eater, volumes 1 through 14. I am in volume 5 right now, as you can see that bookmark. Not much to say about this one. It's really good, honestly. It's really good. The main selling point, I think, is the world. The world is just really fun, but yeah, it's just really, really good. Next, we have Shonen Note, volumes 1 through 6. Okay, and that's why you don't film when your phone is at 2%. So my phone died. I'm back. Shonen Note, volumes 1 through 6. Fantastic. I haven't read it. I'm lying. Seal of Celestial Shadows, I've not read. Over here, we have Rooster Fighter. I've read the first 5 volumes. It's a really enjoyable One Punch Man-like series, but it's a rooster. Chojin X, I think I've talked about before. Great series. I enjoy the art so much. That fight with the baseball monster was so cool. Medalist, same thing, was incredible. Medalist is such a good ice skating sports series. It's just fantastic. Made in Abyss, I have not read. Kaiji, I have read. Underrated series. Nobody has read this. It's fantastic. Denpo, what are you doing? You need to print the 5th volume, please. It was like supposed to come out like in March of last year, and now it's coming out like in August, bro. I mean, I would be happy if it came out on my birthday, but whatever. We have The Girl from the Other Side too, which is fine. I read the first half of the first volume, so whatever. Okay, over here. Hold on. Let me sit in my chair. Over here, we have The Fable, Volume 1. We have Initial D, Volume 1. I have not read either of these. I'm in like, I don't know what to say. This part, I don't know if you can see that bookmark. There you go. That bookmark, that part in Initial D. Boring as hell. I'm going to be honest. That shit is boring as hell. Next, we have Wand Dance, Volumes 1 through 8. Very good, very good. Wand Dance is very, very good. I don't really know what to say about Wand Dance. It's just, like, great. Like, just a great manga about dancing that I enjoy. Again, it has, like, the Full Metal Alchemist problem where, like, it doesn't really excel in one thing. Except for maybe the art. The art is really, really good. Like, when they're dancing, it's, like, I don't really know. Like, it's, like, just, like, really poppy, but... and the characters are fine. I think I just need to get, like, further into this. I read the first 5 volumes. I think I just need to get more into this, and I'll start enjoying it more. Next, I have Zom 100, Volumes 1 through 14. I've read the first 13 volumes. I'm actually probably going to read Volume 14 after this, because I really want to. Even though I was going to try to save it, I can't hold myself back. It was, like, the funniest manga I've ever read, besides another one we'll get into later. Next, I have Windbreaker, Volumes 1 through 5. The anime just came out. I think it's ending next week, or it ended this week. I don't really know. It's really good. I really like it. The action is good. The characters are fun. It's kind of like My Hero Academia, but it's a bunch of delinquents, you know? There's, like, no superpowers or anything, but the characters act like My Hero Academia characters. We have Welcome to Demon School Arumakun, Volumes 1 through 7. This is okay. I read the first 3 for the first 3 volumes. And it ended on a cliffhanger, and I do want to continue that and see where it got left to. Next, we have Go-Go Loser Ranger, Volumes 1 through 9. The anime just came out. I don't think it got, like, it got a positive reception, but it didn't get a super positive reception. I'm on Volume 7 right now. Volume 10 is in the mail, and then I bought these 2 volumes. I think I'm going to give it 3 more volumes, like these 3, and then if I dislike it, I'm probably going to drop it. It's one of those that's hanging on by a thread, probably. But I do, like, enjoy it. It's just, like, I got to stop buying these manga, getting 20 volumes of it, and then drop. Like, I got to stop buying 20 volumes of a series that I'm just okay with, you know? Next, I got The 100 Girlfriends, who really, 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 love you. Volumes 1 through 9. This is incredible. This is the funniest manga I've ever read. Literally every single volume is a funnier and funnier joke. This volume introduces her, I think, Momiji, or this one. And it is actually, her, like, introduction chapter is actually the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, really. Like, it is the funniest thing I've ever done. I've seen, like, my favorite show of all time is Community. That's, like, the funniest show to me. That is the funniest joke I've ever seen in my entire life. It is so fucking hilarious. We got Yomotsuhegi. I read the first volume. Obviously, I only have one volume. And it was good. I really like the art. That's really all I gotta say about it. Over here, I have One Punch Man, volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, and 24. I've read the first 3 volumes, and I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. I heard it gets better, like, especially the art. The art was okay in these first 3 volumes, but it'll probably get a lot better. I heard it, like, volume 4 is where it starts to pick up, so I'm excited for the rest of it. I don't really find it, like, super funny either, which kind of sucks. Next, I have Akane Banashi, volumes 1 through 5. I have not read it. And I know I just said that I stopped buying, like, 10 volumes or 20 volumes of manga that I think are okay. I also got to stop buying 20 volumes of manga that I haven't read, which you'll see later with a certain series on the bottom row. Next, we have... Is it on the bottom row? I don't even know where it is. Oh, no, it's somewhere else. We got Blue Lock, volumes 1 through 12. Is probably number 10 in my top 10 favorite series of all time. It's incredible. It's one of the hypest things I've ever seen. It definitely helps that I watch soccer or football or whatever. I watch soccer outside of just reading this manga. So a lot of the moves I can kind of like it's easier to see the moves in manga because I know what they're supposed to look like in real life, if that makes sense. I know it doesn't, but whatever. Next, we have Blue Period, volumes 1 through 14. This is, again, one of my favorite manga of all time. Incredible coming-of-age story. Fantastic, like, depiction of creativity and art. It is just one of the most creative and beautiful things I've ever watched. Like, it's an incredible character study. Next, I have Record of Ragnarok, volumes 1 through 10. And I enjoy this. This is a very enjoyable series. I love the Adam and Zeus fight. That's probably my favorite fight in the manga. It is incredible. It is, like, so goddamn good. I also have the summary of Hikaru Died, and I have not read that. So, fuck you, I guess. Alright, down here is when it gets real spacious. Like, there's manga, like, there's so much space. Like, I'm telling you. So I got, like, the first 10 and the 14th volume of Berserk. I'll read this eventually. I haven't read it yet. It's literally, like, as soon as I read this, I have hit, like, the peak of manga. Like, I've hit, like... I've hit, like, all my goals for manga when I read this. And I don't want to hit all my goals. So, I'm saving it up. So, yeah. Next, over here, I have... Oh, my God. This chair! I have Chainsaw Man, volumes 1 through 15. I've read to volume 11, which is the end of part 1. Part 1 was incredible. I think the start of it is incredibly slow. But as soon as we get to Katana Man fight, it gets... like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 type shit. Like, it is perfect. Like, it is so incredible. But I heard part 2 isn't very good, so that kind of sucks. I also have Dandadan here, volumes 1 through 7. And this is very good. The anime trailer, like, just came out, like, a couple hours ago. And it was incredible. The anime looked so good. The manga is so good. I'm very excited. Over here, I have a couple of smaller manga. I have D. Gray Man. This is one of my big goals for next year, is to collect this entire thing. Hopefully we can do it. I want to get the singles because the singles look very nice. We also have The Prince of Tennis, and these volumes are in the actual worst shape of I've ever seen a manga volume, but I got them at Half Price Books, and I bought them for like $4, so whatever. And I love sports series anyway. Next I have Ranma 1/2. This actually just got an announcement for an anime, and I bought this before that, so I'm awesome. This is like the single volumes, and I really do want to collect the singular volumes instead of the omnibuses. I don't know why. I just really like the single one look. And I got this at Half Price Books as well, so that helps. I also have Ajin, volumes 1 through 3. Haven't read it. Again, like none of these I've read though. Over here we have, let me just push that in. Fist of the North Star, volumes 1 through 4. I read the first 2. It's actually really, really good. It's like really hype for some reason. Like the main character is this like invincible guy who is like the ultimate Giga Chad. Like he's like the ultimate gentleman basically. It's so good. Next I have Golden Kamui. This one I thought was okay. Thought it was like a 5 out of 10 fine. I read to the 3rd volume. That's probably why though. I think it'll definitely get better. I just kind of expected this to be more of like a treasure hunt manga where they're actually trying to find like these people with like the map on them or whatever, and it's more of like a slice of life manga. I think I just had like no like bad expectations for this series. All right, next we have Master Keaton volumes 1, 6, 7, 9, and 10. I got these all at Half Price Books, and I'm excited to read it. I know that like further along it gets better because Naoki Urasawa starts to write it instead of just doing the art, and I'm excited. Next we have Dorohedoro. I have not read, and Glepner I have read, and it's pretty good. I really like the art, I really like the story, I really like the characters, and I really like the power system. But there is a lot of porn in it. Like it is an excessive amount. So, you know, I gotta knock off some points. I could have gave you points if there was at least a little bit, but there's too much. All right, next we have Sakamoto Days, volumes 1 through 12. I know the anime trailer just came out. It looks great, but this manga is like actually really good. I definitely started liking it more around like volume 5 or 6, I would say. It started getting a lot better for me. The first 4 volumes were like decent, but 5 and 6 really like when it hit its stride for me. And like it just does like villains very, very well. It's just like a really good battle manga. Next we have Shoten, volumes 1 through 5. Incredible manga. Just the premise alone of 2 guys trying to become comedians is incredible. And it's actually funny, so that definitely helps. We got Maji, and Marriage Shoxin. I both have not read. The Promised Neverland, volumes 1 through 10. I've read the first 2 volumes, and I thought they were really, really good. I actually really enjoyed them. I hope this is better than the anime. I heard the anime is actually trash, especially the 2nd season. All right. Next, we got Silver Spoon, Sayonara Football. Both I have not read. Delicious in Dungeon. I actually want to buy a lot more of this. The anime I heard is fantastic, and I really like these first 2 volumes. I actually really, really enjoyed them. The characters are really fun and inviting, and they're very charismatic. They have a lot of chemistry with each other, and just like the world of them cooking up monsters is really, really cool. Dracula or DRCL Midnight Children or whatever, have not read. Under Ninja, oh crap. Under Ninja, I have read, and it's okay. It's good. It's really good. It's really good. It's just like a super weird manga, but it's good. We got Boys Abyss. This one is like your classic depressing manga or whatever. I actually have big gripes with this manga. I don't really like it very much, but I'll talk about that another day, honestly. A lot of people are like, oh, how mature. This series is so mature. This series is so good. Oh my god, how mature to make this main character want to kill himself. And I'm just like, there was no build up to this at all. Like I'm looking at it like analytically. All right. Dead Demons Destruction by Inio Asano. This is the only other work I have of him by Goodnight Poon Poon. And it's good. I think it's more of like a comedy manga than like a depressing soap opera like Goodnight Poon Poon was. But it's like good. It's funny enough. So I'm going to keep reading it. And the art is simply perfection. The art is like so amazing. So I'm going to keep reading. Down here, I want to show off that I have Watchmen and the Batman Court of Owls. I'm going to get more DC Comics, like compact editions. You probably saw my video on this. If not, go check it out. It's a really good one. I actually really like it. And I'm going to get more of them. And I definitely will. And I'm very excited to keep reading. Down here, I have Mob Psycho 100, volumes 1 through 13. This one was very good. I read to like volume 7 or 8. And this one was very good. First couple volumes didn't really enjoy, but until I got to volume like 5 or 4 Whew, it hit. This manga is so good. I love all the characters. It's just really, really good. The art is like the only thing that holds it back. If he worked with like a One Punch Man type artist or a different other artist and remade this series, oh my god, it would hit. It'd be so good. We got Oshinoko, volumes 1, 2, and 3, have not read. Elusive Samurai, I know it's getting an anime pretty soon. I have not read it. Helk and Banana Fish, I both have not read. Over here, we have 20th Century Boys, another manga by Naoki Urasawa. I have not read, but I'm excited to because I love his works. We have Jungle Juice, volumes 1 through 4. I've read the first 2 or 3. No, I've read the first 2 volumes. I haven't read the third one yet, nor the fourth, but I read the first 2, and I pleasantly enjoyed this, I will say. Next, I have Jujutsu Kaisen, volumes 1 through 9, and then 20. I've read the first 6 volumes, and I pleasantly enjoyed it. If you want a comparison, I enjoyed it more than Demon Slayer. So, I don't know what that should tell you, but you have that information now. At least manga form. I haven't watched the anime yet, but I heard the animation is stunning. Next, I have Dark Gathering, volumes 1 and 2. I've read the first one, and I thought it was alright. I got the series recommended to me by a viewer, and it was okay. It was, fine. It was a good horror manga, but I heard it gets a lot better. And I hope it's like a comedy horror, and it's just like a weird premise that I'm not really into. Over here, we have March Comes In Like a Lion. I have not read, but I heard it's like a life-changing, fantastic manga, which I'll read eventually. Asadora, volumes 1 through 7. Incredible. A very good, just slow burn kaiju story by the monster creator, so I really liked it. Sakura Saku, volumes 1 and 2. I've read this, and it was pretty good, honestly. It was my first, shoujo B, story, and it was really, really good. Undead Unluck, I have not read. Black Clover, this is the series I was talking about, where I buy too many volumes of it that I haven't read. I've read to the 7th volume, and I need to read more of it. Because, I really enjoyed it, but I need it to get a little bit better to justify 24 volumes spent. So, yeah. And next you have the Apothecary Diaries, volumes 1 through 3. I've read this for a recommendation video, like a lot of the other manga. And this was really good. I can see why people like it. I think it might just be better anime format, though. The manga, it was a good, but I don't know. We got Dead Demons. Not Dead Demons. It's Daemons of the Shadow Realm. I have not read this, but I have the first 4 volumes of it. And down here, we have all these manga. These are manga that are big series that I gave a lot of space to because I know they're going to be big in the future. And those manga are JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I gave 1 and 2 shelves to it. Hold on, I'm in a chair right now, okay? We have the Bleach first box set, which I probably should have moved because I have Naruto right. I probably should have gave 1 spot and then put Naruto here and then gave 1 spot and then put Hunter x Hunter there. I don't know what I'm doing, so I didn't do that. I have Naruto here too. I should probably talk about these. Bleach, I read the first box set. I read this entire thing, and it's incredible. One of my favorite arcs of shonen action manga. It's so perfect. And then I read the first 3 volumes of Naruto. So I don't know if you want me to talk about that. It was good, but I don't know. Then here I have Hunter x Hunter. I've read the first 12 volumes. I am loving Hunter x Hunter right now. I'm reading through York New. I think I'm around the end, and it is incredible. It is just incredible stuff. And then over here we have One Piece. The first 4 box sets. All really good. One Piece is incredible. It's my 3rd favorite manga series of all time. I've read to the 60th or 62nd volume. Something around then. I'm just into Fishman Island. Honestly, I'm just waiting for a day where I can just sit down and read through all of Fishman Island because I kind of heard that it kind of sucks. Which is sad, but I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm probably gonna enjoy it anyway. And then I don't know if you can see it, but I have the Ace side story in the Sanji Shogeki no Soma. And then I have a bunch of volume 1s. I've read some of these. Urusei Yatsura, Wave, Listen to Me, Blade of the Immortal, Call of the Night, Barakuman, Die Dark, Frieren, Parasite, Goku Rakugai, Hellsing, Hero Tales, Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, Gachiakuda, Tower of God, and Snowball Earth. All of those, I've read some of them, I haven't read some of them, I'm not going to talk about them. And that is my entire manga collection. This is up to date, new as shit. I'm about to buy a bunch more manga though, so stay tuned for that manga haul. Yeah, this is one of my most prized possessions, this entire manga collection. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.